Welcome to another episode of Nidus Group TV. In today's episode, we're talking about the two main topics, which is the agent comparison websites and property advertisements on property portals, on all major portals, that is. Just a side note, you might be wondering why I'm wearing the scarf on a hot day in summer. This is a request from one of the only 5 people who watch these videos other than my parents. Vince from Rooty, who's a good friend and also a client. He asked me to do a video with a scarf on, so here you go, Vince, this is for you. Now, coming back to the main topics of today, the first one is agent comparison websites. So this is a bit of a tip for the property sellers. Now, if, for example, you are looking at selling your place or investment, a lot of the times these days people go onto the Google searches and also comparing the agent's website, and then the likes of I just don't want to name the names, but different agent comparison websites, they put in the area or suburb they're looking to sell in, and then basically compare the fees and charges and also the track record of some of the agencies there. Now, you can build your own opinion after this, but I'm here to give you basic information. Basically, not all of the agencies subscribe to these services. Reason being, when you do put in your details in those websites to compare the agencies, your details get sold to different agencies in the area who subscribe to these websites, and then there's a fee charged to the agents or agencies when you do end up choosing and selling your property through one of the subscribers of these websites. So a lot of the good agencies in different areas, I personally know and also have researched, they don't subscribe to these websites. Reason being, they don't want to pass this cost on to the consumer. And secondly, the most important thing is there is not a real value add other than basically collecting your details and picking up the few agencies in the area and passing your details through. As a consumer, you end up paying more for, in most cases, not getting the best of the quality agents. I can talk about on our own agency's behalf. We don't subscribe to any of these services. Reason being, we like our consumer to do their own research independently and then come to us directly. So instead of charging the higher cost to the end user, we add the value into their sale process. That's my take on this. So ahead of the next year, if you are looking at doing research, there is other avenues, you can look at the sold properties in the area, who sold the most properties in the area, also the signage you can see while driving around. If you are not living in the local area, it will be a good idea to see who's got most houses for sale, and also who sold most properties in your area. So normally 2 or 3 agents, from there you can decide and see who will be your best pick. Any questions on that might be, if you want to ask or anything, we'll be open to answering those questions, and as well as any guidance needed, more than happy to assist me or my team. Now, the second topic of the day is advertising on property portals. This is more if you are a buyer. What we are seeing, basically coming to an end of 2019, not all properties are advertised on major portals. There are various reasons to it. I just basically, today's video is not about that, why people don't advertise on all the portals, but I'm just describing the what's basically visible. So compared to a couple of years ago where every property was advertised on all major portals, it's not happening for one reason or the other. So if you are a potential buyer in the marketplace, it will be a good thing to talk to your 2 or 3 local agents who are more sort of prominent in the in terms of the stock levels in real estate sales, and then basically sign up to their newsletters and also have a personal relationship with those agents. So sometimes they will be showing you properties which aren't advertised onto the external portals, but maybe on their websites or in their database. So you might end up with a good property, not necessarily at a good price, but like with good property which is not visible on all external major portals, but the agent have access exclusively for their database. So because why I'm discussing this, because some of the buyers we've spoken to, they've come up and said, look, we've sold such and such property, gone into the sold section, but we never saw it on the market. Reason being because it was on the market, but it wasn't advertised on major portals. It was advertised on the agent website and also through their database. So those properties did end up getting good results and selling, not only with our agency. We've seen some other agents in the area who've sold properties without putting it on to the major portals. But if you are a potential buyer, so just don't look onto, like, you do see it on the main websites, but at the same time talk to the agents in your area. Also look at their websites, also sign up to their newsletters, so you have access to all of the stock which you're looking to buy in the area. So that's pretty much the end of today's video. Any questions or anything on both of these topics, please feel free to flick an email or put it in the comments. Would love to help you. And anything else, please put it through our Facebook page as well. And once again, thank you very much for watching, and if you haven't, please subscribe to our channel, and all the best.